Hi everyone. Today I will be doing readings for singles, and I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. So this reading today will be for the star sign of Taurus. I just did Aries, so I'm moving on to Taurus, and I will be shuffling the cards, and I will be asking my spirit guides and angels and all the highest powers that are out there to come and help me and assist me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate and helpful messages for the star sign of Taurus singles. Let's see who's coming up your way. Who's coming up away? Oh no, that's not a good card to start a reading with, but it came up. So this is the cheater, the liar, the sneaky one. I'm not saying that you got a cheater coming, but beware. The Two of Cups. Well, let's get some more cards out. I see this one like he's getting away. He's getting away with something. He lied about something and he didn't tell you the truth. He concealed and he's sneaking on his tippy toes and he's taken something with him. And it's more to do about how you felt, because I'm getting the Two of Cups next to it. So this could have been someone you trusted enough to know your true feelings. You opened up your heart to this person, and maybe he opened his heart to you too, but then you felt cheated out of something, or you felt duped or manipulated, or like you have kind of like a heart-to-heart, eye-to-eye connection. You were totally in union with each other emotionally, because the cups are about emotions, and this is very tender, very precious kind of moment between two people when they're totally vulnerable and open, and then he sneaks out. Then he has this moment and he sneaks out, and you're like, what have just happened? And I think this person wasn't telling you the full truth about himself, and he had something to hide. And that's why he didn't want to carry on with this intimacy, emotional intimacy or emotional vulnerability, because you'll find out what he's hiding. Okay, so this could have ended at this stage. It never went on to grow into something a bit more mature, I would say. You know, it didn't grow into like a deeper connection between both of you, because he had some secrets and he had something to hide. So I don't know what he was hiding, but like you felt he took something of you. It could be your trust, it could be your company that you gave to this person, and you gave from your heart, and he took whatever he wanted and he left. Right, let's ask the cards. What's going on here? What's going on? Of this King of Cups again. King of Cups is a water sign. I just saw him. It's Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Taurus women are very, very compatible with Pisces and Scorpio males. But the thing is, Pisces lie. Pisces are not very trustworthy because they live in a fantasy land. And Scorpios, they also quite sneaky and they like to keep their secrets. So you could have had something to do with one of those, and you felt duped by this person, that he was promising you these beautiful happy moments together, and they just look into each other's eyes and everything's romantic and beautiful, and then he kind of whoops, gone. Don't know what he did, but it wasn't nice. All right. Oh, The Tower. Ow, ow. Yep, that's what I said. Well, the Tower, it means that everything just happens so quick, so sudden, and so unexpected that it kind of like whacked you on a head where like this lightning just whacked you out of nowhere. Because you were thinking like, oh, we're having such a sweet moment here, like it's just two of us and we're so beautiful, and suddenly he sneaks out and you got the Tower, and that gives you a shock, that gives you a change of the way you perceive this person, what you think of them. Like you were previously quite trusting towards him, and now you're not, because he did something quite brutal, unexpected, unpleasant. He could have cut you off, or he could have just deleted you, or he could have just said, well, I don't want to see you again. And it was like out of the blue, literally out of the blue, like the towers, like the lightnings and fires, and that changed a lot for you. So you could have lost your trust in people, you could have felt used, you could have felt like he was only taking advantage of you for the moment, like he stole that moment with you, and then he left, and he left quite suddenly. Like that was I think that was a massive major shock for you, because you were thinking that will develop into romance and will develop into something like a relationship, and it was all very romantic. Okay, we're not talking about commitment here, but you were probably thinking about like you will be dating, you will be going places, you will be enjoying yourselves together, and then suddenly he cuts it off, like he cuts it straight off, which is the Tower. Alright, let's ask the cards. Why did this guy do this? Singles. What is coming up for the singles? Singles. What do we have for the star sign of Taurus? Page of Cups. You will have a love message that will be explaining somebody's feelings. I think you could have dealt with a Scorpio, because Scorpio, this is the Scorpio card. Well, not the death is the Scorpio card, but this is the energy of the Scorpion, is that they are low and quiet and nice, and then suddenly they strike, they sting out of nowhere, and it changes everything. So I think you've got a sting. It doesn't have to be a Scorpio, but it just feels really kind of sharp and hard and difficult. It could have been Pisces as well, but they just don't act this way. So you have this Page of Cups, which is about communicating feelings, communicating emotions, or saying something in a nice way. He might just say that he really likes you and he didn't mean none of this to happen. It could have been the way he felt. It could have been everything happened so quickly that it was difficult for him to understand. So there could be a good explanation of this behavior, this crazy, wacky behavior. Also, this card is ruled by Mars, and Mars is one of the Scorpio's planets. The other one is Pluto, which is the secret. Look, Pluto is about like everything that's hidden, and the Tower is Mars, which means everything just ends up in fire, in flames. So this person will want to tell you something, but this is a nice message. It could be a sorry. It could be like, I'm sorry for my behavior. I'm sorry that I behaved in such a crazy way that left you feeling used and left you feel manipulated and duped. Because I feel that he will try to speak something about his feelings with the Page of Cups. What else? Oh, look, the Five of Cups reversed. So this is also Scorpio. This is also Scorpio card, because Scorpio is known as the king of sorrow, that they take suffering and pain on a whole new level. And Scorpios are very depressive, and they're very broody, and they tend to see the worst in a situation. And once something happens in their life, like the loss here, he will be sobbing over this for the next 20 years of his life, that he will not detach himself and look on the bright side, which is that he still has 2 more cups remaining, that he will be overly consumed with his sorrow and pain. He will be obsessively thinking about what somebody did wrong to him like 20 years ago or 10 years ago, it depends how old you are. But like what I'm getting is that this is a water sign who has experienced a lot of grief, sadness, hurt, and disappointment. And also this card represents any person, but the water signs are more likely to do that, who is drinking. So they start to drown their sorrows in alcohol because it helps them numb the pain, but it doesn't help them heal anything. Okay, so when you have this card, you're dealing with a water sign who is really sad about what happened, about the situation, and they regret it and they blame themselves. And the card was reversed, so this card came after the Page of Cups, which is the expression of the feelings. But I think, and this came reversed, so this tells me that he will be speaking up about his own feelings, about what happened in the past, and he is deeply sorry about it. And also, you and him talking, and you coming to an understanding, and possibly you forgiving him for his crazy behavior before that made you feel used, that will heal his pain. That will make him feel better, because he's already kind of taking it all on himself, that he caused this and it was his fault, and you know, nothing he can do now to fix it. But yes, he can if he speaks up, because how is he supposed to know? Because until now, all that you know for real is the facts, is what happened. You don't know what's going on in his heart. So, and you don't know because he never told you. All you know is you got together, you had a good time, he sneaked out and he just cut you off out of nowhere. So how are you supposed to be feeling? You're feeling used. Maybe he promised you that you'll be doing this, you'll be doing that, but then it didn't happen because he just sneaked out. Or maybe he went to do it with someone else and he left you out. So I think this guy has some explaining to do here. And I don't think that situation is as bad as it looks. I think you dealt with somebody who had anxiety, or they were under pressure. The Tower is something that's quite intense. This is intense energy. And sometimes it also is about lack of control. It's like a roller coaster. It's like a disaster. Like, see this tower, it will crumble any minute now. So this is the energy I'm picking up. So I'm going to ask I'm going to shuffle some cards from the Romance Angels, and I'm going to ask the cards, what are the messages for Taurus singles? What are the messages for the single ladies? Taurus. I like Taurus because they're my friends. I'm Virgo, so I like Taurus because we understand each other. What is this? Engagement? Ooh, look at that. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I think deep down, this sad person wants to marry you. He wants to propose. This card also could be a proposal. It could be a ring that he has to offer. Because the Page of Cups is when somebody makes it known how they feel about you. It could be verbally, or it could be through a gesture, which is like buying a ring or putting the ring on your finger. And Page of Cups is usually something that's spoken, and the Knight of Cups is the action of proposing to someone. But I think this guy has an engagement because he's putting something on her hand. I think he's putting a bracelet on her hand. And I'm getting I think this guy will want to take it further after you make up, because he has to explain himself first, and then you will understand him and you will forgive him, and then he's going to make that relationship or that connection official and proper, so you don't feel used or duped or like played, or like you like because you lost your trust. Now how are you going to trust him once he did the sneaky bit on you and he didn't tell you the truth? How are you going to trust him? Okay, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments, or if you like any other types of readings like career, work, business, or couples, or anything to do with families, marriages, like whatever kind of reading you would like, let me know in the comments and I'll do it for you. Bye.